Okay, so we are in our little white caged garden. That's our Brad's Crazy Atomics. Boy, they're hard to get a picture of. Today is July the 5th. These are our black beauties and our white Thomasols. The one's fasciated. Eggplants, still looking puny. They've been fertilized. I think it's that soil. Past the asparagus here. There's our mushroom baskets. These are millionaires. And then in here, I think this is our, Missouri Love Apples. Missouri Pink Love Apple, to be specific. This is the mini bells that took a hit from some disease. Obviously, see the leaves? And then they also had some worms, so they are not doing good. I'm not a fan of the taste, so I probably won't do them again next year. More eggplants. There's Charlotte. Say hi, Charlotte. Oh, I can't get you, honey. You're all blurry. Oh, looky there. Here's a bee. That's the strawberry blonde calendula. So, white Thomasols, black beauties starting to get a little bit of black on them. Honeycombs. They're doing good. And good night. Look at this marigold. I mean, it's up to my chest. It's so big. So that's the caged garden. Go in. Not much difference there. Hollyhocks and a ground cherry. Squashes. I keep pruning them, so each leaf makes a squash. So obviously not many squashes yet, but I'm to the point of where I'm ready to let them start getting bigger. I wanted them off the dirt because we're going to trellis these this year and see how productivity goes. Ground cherries, or not, excuse me, not ground cherries, cucamelons. They're good. I'm going to eat one while we're here. They're just kind of tangy. Big Bertha. Eggplant. You can see I have some flea beetles right there, so I'm going to spray them in a second. Cayennes. Garden salsas. Nothing yet on the habaneros. Still waiting. There's a bell that has a brown spot on it. Not sure what happened there. That's our Chads. Deal that is bloomed. I'm going to try to collect seeds. Our Dr. Witches got two. They've made it. Lemon balm and thyme, zinnias, dragon fruit. There's more peppers. And good night. Look at that. Look at that tomato. And I got one turning red. Finally. It's St. Pierre. St. Pierre has a worm on it. This morning I saw some little bitty poops. And I can't find the worm because he's little bitty. Someone's come out here with a black light tonight. Just a bunch of stuff. Peppers and such. There's another fasciated one. I love those. But they're supposed to look like that. Cannot believe that's getting ripe. That was not like that this morning. Had to go back, sorry. This marigold, the Japanese beetles have taken a liking to. See that one? So I'm gonna knock him off in a second. Calendulas, Nomi. More calendula. God, they're gorgeous. Lots of peppers. We have some in there. I think it's, no, maybe not this one. Oh, it's this one. I see it. There's one way in there. That's a Sugar Rush peach. Got 2 worms on this baby today. There's another bee. Say happy. lots of peppers in there. Worms have gotten in here, the tomato worms, but we'll just keep picking and keep it organic. That's tough. It's beefsteaks. These are the ones that got hit by the aphids early on. Boy, they've got lots of blooms now. They finally made a great comeback. Honeyboat delicata. So these are all the squashes that I've just been training, and mainly male blooms. There's a female bloom, so hopefully that one got fertilized. Spaghetti squash, it did those two, and then it had a lot of male blooms. So rampicante. These are Kajari melons. Man, the bees are out here really good today. That's awesome. There's a baby melon. Oh no, you see that? Something ate my melon. I don't know what did that. Oh, that's sad. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Winged bean, Kentucky pole, Chinese red noodle this morning. This one opened up, and it was for a short period of time. It was really strange. Addie and I did a tour, and it wasn't opened up. 30 minutes later, it was opened up, beautiful, and now it's closed. Now this one didn't, just that one. And if you can see the bean back there, we'll come around. They've grown from like 2 inches to that in less than a week. Rattlesnake. Purple potted pole. There's one. Dragon tongues. I've been trying to separate it because I had 3 in this pot, and I was afraid they weren't getting airflow, so I'm trying to keep them moved over so the bees can get in there. Let's back up and do okras. Japanese beetles, love them. Of course. I love that orange one. That's the emerald. The heavy hitter okra has finally started to take off. Boy, it took it a long time. A very long time. Corn. I had one corn that had a worm. So I injected it with some BT where the worm was, and it's still alive. So with these, I just pollinate them. If you see, we've got the little tassels here. You have the pollen up here. You can take one off. Hold on. And hand pollinate. Each one of these need to be pollinated because each one of these corn silks become a kernel. So God is cool, and God makes all these corn tassels on top so they fall when the wind blows. Great plan. There's another. That's got 2. I'm gonna let that open up a little bit more. We have a this is Costata Romanesco. Yeah, squash, cool. Beans are starting to come around. More squash that I've been trimming, but now I'm gonna let them start blooming. See those? Now I'm satisfied. No, more Kajari melons. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad that Kajari melon burst or whatever it did. Eggplants. And there you see, there's a real black. There's some rositas. I think that's it. All the others are just little blooms. Morning glory. And squashes. Lots of squashes. Let me come out here and prune some leaves. That looks pitiful. Roma's back here. Oh, there's that bee. I just don't want to step on them. But the Roma's back there. mess. Worms love them. Every day I get worms off there. Okay, back to these cucumbers. These are dragon's eggs. So I've got a couple down there, one in there, one there. Look at my pollinators, ants. These have bees on them this morning. Lots of little cucumbers. They're doing good. Surprisingly, in the 5-gallon buckets. Here's these pitiful Romas. Besides the aphids, the worms, I don't know what else could go wrong with them. Ground cherries, so good. They're very tart and tangy. Really cool. Get back to these Chinese red noodles. There they are. So, like 4 days ago, these fit in the palm of my hand. That's it. And now look at them. Gosh, these are yard-long beans. So that's pretty dang cool. Okay, so that's the garden. I got to prune some stuff and get some bugs.